Hey everyone, Piano Man Chuck here, and today I want to talk about the Kawai VPC1 versus the Kawai MP11. I have the MP11 in front of me here, obviously, but the VPC1, which I've used, and you've seen me use it in previous videos, is strictly a piano controller. And as a controller, it doesn't have any sounds of its own. You would hook that up to a computer running virtual piano software or any other software that's MIDI driven, or to another MIDI device that you can control with that VPC1. And you can actually do the same exact thing with the MP11. The MP11 can be used as a master controller. In fact, it has some advantages over the VPC1 that the VPC1 doesn't have. Now, a lot of people that are considering using the VPC1 because it has such a great piano keyboard action to it, they're a little turned off that it doesn't have pitch, bend, and modulation. This particular model does. So it might be more suited if you're using things other than piano. If you're just using piano, the VPC1 is perfect for you. In fact, you can't even get any better than that. But let's talk about the VPC1 versus the Kawai MP11 in terms of keyboard action. Just the action, how things feel, how things respond. Now, the action on the VPC1 is the best, without a question. It is absolutely the best for any controller keyboard on the market today. In fact, unlike the MP11, what you have on top is just a blank, there's nothing there. There's no knobs, buttons, sliders, switches, or anything to detract you from your performance. You actually feel like you're sitting in front of a $100,000 piano. If I were to blindfold you, that's how you would feel when you play that keyboard. And the same can be said for this. But the advantages of the VPC1 is that it has a velocity editor. So you can actually create custom velocity settings tailored to the way you play. And even though it has some 5 presets that are built into it, you can actually tailor it to your own, right down to the very key. You can't do this with the MP11. As far as the MP11, yeah, they have some settings here. They have heavy plus, they have heavy, normal, light, and light plus. But they also have 5 user settings, which, unlike the VPC1, where you get an external editor that runs on your computer and that talks to your VPC1, you can't do that with the MP11. It doesn't have any editing at all. But what it does have in their user settings is you can go in and choose a user setting, and it'll have you play starting from your lightest notes to your most hardest hit notes. And it's going to come up with a velocity curve based on the performance that you just played. And it actually does a pretty good job. I'm pretty impressed with it, but it's just not the same as the VPC1. So that being said, let's go into the type of action that's employed in both of these types of pianos. The VPC1 uses what's called the RM3 action, and it's the second revision of that action, and it is a great action. The Kawai MP11 uses a cut above that called the grand feel action. Now, the difference is with the grand feel, the key sticks are about 1 inch in length longer than the VPC1's key sticks, and the pivot point has been moved a little bit back. So what does that mean? That means when you play into a note, in other words, the further up you go into that note, the easier it is to play it. You don't really need much pressure at all to exert on these key sticks to play it, no matter where you are in that particular key. So that's a good thing. And unless you're a performing pianist like with the London Symphony Orchestra or somebody of that caliber, you're really not going to notice a difference. So is it worth going from the highly configurable VPC1 action to the grand feel action just so that you can play a little bit more into the keys? Well, that's up to you. If I had to choose based on action alone and configurability, I would choose the VPC1. But there's $1,000 difference between the two models. So let's go into what you get for that $1,000. The MP11 street price is about $2,800, and the street price on the VPC1 is about $1,800. Yeah, they list for more, probably about $500 more each, but the street price is what we're going to go by. So what you get with the MP11 that you don't get with the VPC1 is you have a means of making music right away with this. You don't have to plug it into a computer. You don't have to set up and configure a software program. And I can't tell you how many times that I have come up with something in my head and I wanted to just go ahead and start playing. Well, the VPC1 was set up, but the computer wasn't set up, and I had to go into a program, configure everything, and by the time I did that, I kind of lost my train of thought. With the Kawai MP11, I just turn on the power, and within 3 seconds, I can start playing this. And because it has a USB flash memory input or thumb drive input, whatever you want to call it, you just plug it in here. You've got a recorder section. You hit record. Within a few seconds of turning this on, you can record your performance. And as far as the piano is concerned on this, it is sampled from the Kawai EX Concert Series 9-foot acoustic grand pianos. So that in itself is worth the upgrade, that $1,000. But if you're just looking for action, I would probably stick with the VPC1. But for me personally, the fact that I can just walk up to this, turn it on, don't need a computer, don't need any external music source to power, just this being self-sufficient, this would be the choice for me. I know I'm not giving much of a performance here, but that's not what this video is about. It's about the action between the VPC1 and the MP11. So I hope I've answered your questions for you, made it a little bit clearer for you to decide which way to go. Piano Man Chuck, peace out. Thanks for watching.